Hey, this is Mark, and today I've got another iPhone 6 Plus long screw damage. This one has damage to all three of the holes, so it's going to be a lot of fun. I really don't think there's going to be any trace damage in either of the holes on this side, but I'm going to check anyways. There we go. Now you can see what I'm doing again. So yeah, this hole and that one over there, that one and that one, I don't think are going to be damaged, but this one definitely is. All right. Let's see how bad it is. Yeah, these two, I'm not even going to really investigate those because I can tell, there's like a trace up in this area that can affect video and some like over in this area, but this isn't delaminated at all, so I'm not worried about that. And same over here, there's a couple of traces over to the side, but this isn't delaminated, so there's pretty much no chance of that. I actually got pretty lucky with this one. The board's not really delaminated at all. It's just, scored and cut right here. So normally I would take this shield off to kind of give myself a way to work down past the edge of the shield here to get to, more substantial parts of the board that aren't affected by the long screw damage. But in this case, it's not going to be necessary because the damage is really, focused in one spot. All right, I think I can work with this. Most of this is looking pretty good so far. Looks like there's 2 traces that are affected. That's going to be this one that used to come down here, I believe, maybe. Let's see if I can expose some more of this. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So it's going to be this one. I'll connect it down here. And then this one, this is a via. It goes down to the next layer down. So it doesn't feel spongy, so I think I can get away with connecting right to what's left of it there. And that'll connect down to this trace. And then what's the deal with this guy? Where's... Oop. Guess I'm going to have to fix that one too. I think this is just some ground, and now I've created a new problem for myself right here. That's the danger with scraping and exposing these traces. Once you get down to them, they're only a few, I don't know, microns thick. They're really, really, really thin, and it's very easy to scrape too far. So yeah, you want to be careful. All right, get out my micro pencil. I want to tin this wire first. I'll tin the trace. And there we go. It's just that easy. I know in my other videos I've probably sounded, I don't know, frustrated or bored with these jobs, but the truth is, I really do find them relaxing. It's like Zen. They are a nice break from liquid damage data recovery, which that can sometimes be extremely frustrating. Good old long screw. I always know how to fix you. Sometimes I do that though, and it's annoying. Come on now. Get back down there. There we go. Stay there. All right, there we go. It's getting pretty dirty in here. Clean this crap out. Now I just got to repair this guy. All right, need to tin this up a little bit better. Maybe we'll get it this time. There we go. That should do it for sure. All right, those look good. Pick away any little copper shavings. All right, I think I'm ready to test. So before this was not booting up at all. Well, yeah, it was not booting up. So it had no image, and it also just didn't, iTunes didn't detect it or anything. Let's see what we got. All right, there we go. So that is all I need to see. For the sake of the video, I will sit here and patiently let it boot all the way up. But if I wasn't recording, I would just disconnect everything and put this thing back together and then fully test, because this is good to go. Obviously you want to fully test everything, but this oh, you fucker. Oh, you son of a bitch. So yep, this happens sometimes too. Sometimes you get done with the repair and you find that it had another problem to begin with, which is no touch. So now this has just become a touch IC repair as well, which might as well go ahead and knock that out. So, this was quoted for one repair, and now I find that it requires another. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it without you know, saying, "Hey, you gotta pay more for this." I'm gonna do a quick and dirty touch repair. We'll see if this works. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm thinking it might. We know that that M1 pad is very, very often the source of touch problems. So let's see, just out of curiosity, I wonder if there is continuity here. Yeah, there is. But that could also be because I just heated the board up. So, yeah, that could be the reason why it's got continuity there now. We'll see. I'm going to give this a shot just because I'm curious if it's going to work. I'm just going to place the jumper for M1 and then put the same chip back on. Oh, again, I forgot to do the camera. There we go. All right, so yeah, what I've done is exposed the via where the trace for M1 disappears. And I'm just gonna solder on this jumper to that via and then to the pad. And then I'm going to see what happens if I put the same chip back on. I don't know if it's going to work. We'll see. I'm just curious. If it doesn't work, I'll just put a new chip on. Right. Let's see if jumper's still connected. Looks like it is. So we'll go ahead and test one more time. And then maybe do the Touch IC job again if it doesn't work. And while that boots up, I'm going to go get a glass of water. All right, come on. Boot up and have touch. Just do it. You know you want to. You know you want to just work. I know you want to just work. Everybody watching knows that you just want to work. You want to do the right thing here, phone. Yay, look at that. All right. So we're good to go. I'm done here. My work is done. Another one down. Thanks for watching.